Good evening, I'm Daryl J. Carrington and welcome to the warehouse! This was Smart Fire Dance and these guys are the Swing Circus. Enjoy! Awesome! Thank you so much. Please give it up to the Swing Circus. Woo. Now, we've got a very special treat for you guys. We have the amazing Parky. Now, Parky's a cordless artist. She's been doing it for a very long time. And she likes to work in an artistic way. And she's really interested in the finer details of circus. So please, Parky. Please, some more noise for Parky. Amazing. Thanks so much, Parky. Now, it's so lovely to see that circus is evolving as an art form. I think Parky there is showing that what can be done, putting the time and effort into an act. Now, over here, we have a very special guest for you guys this evening. He was my teacher back at school, the amazing Ben Mason. We're going to go over, we're going to have a little chat with him about the new book that he's written about provocation in performance. Good evening, Ben.
Hi, Daryl. Hi, all right?
Nice to see you.
Good.
You well?
Yeah, I'm very good, yeah, thanks.
Fantastic. So, first things first, why write a book?
Well, rather than writing out a blog, which is just a sort of small snapshot thing, it's just so complicated, all the stuff I've been writing about. There's so many different theories and artists and different countries, different times, that it all needs to be seen as one whole rather than lots of little individual bits. So it needs a book to get the breadth and the depth.
Amazing, brilliant. And through the process of researching the different provocateurs in art forms, who was your favourite? Whose work did you find the most enjoyable to?
Well,
who's your favourite provocateur?
They're all very enjoyable, but Leo Bassi's my favourite because he's not only funny, he's a clown, so a lot of his work is close to mine. But he's very articulate. He's self-taught. He grew up in the circus and had to teach himself. He's very articulate. And also he likes to work directly with people. So rather a lot of the other provocateurs, Banksy and Sacha Baron Cohen, they've gone for fame and fortune and making money out of that provocative angle. Whereas Leo Bassi's not interested in that at all. There's just still working at ground level with people. Yeah.
And I remember, did you tell me once about that he was doing a street show and he got run over? He saw there was an accident, and that attracted a thing, and he decided to create a show.
That's right. Yeah,
is that right?
Yeah. So he was a foot juggler. So this is in Paris in the 80s. He just coming to the climax of his show, his hat line to get the money, and there was a tiny little accident. A car knocked into a bicycle, and his whole crowd went over to see it. Yeah. So he thought, I can use that. That's really interesting. That real life, real drama is always going to be more interesting, more effective than kind of pretend and play and any sort of theatre. So he rehearsed to get himself being knocked over by a car. So he'd roll over the bonnet and lie underneath, and then he'd have a little conversation with the driver. Saying, driver would say, well, you've damaged my car, and say, well, sorry, I've just got in the way. And then he'd get that crowd, and then he'd take them in and do his street show.
Fantastic. Yeah. That's definitely taking it to the extreme to draw a crowd. That's amazing. And how about yourself? Obviously you were an acrobat yourself back in the day, and a very provocative performer yourself. Like, what's the most provocative or risque thing you've ever got away with on stage?
Well, on stage, there's been various indoor shows I've done which have. I've had the theatre sort of threatening to ban them unless we change things. And there's a big provocative thing I did a few years ago, which I can't talk about because it's illegal, so I won't go into that now. But the big thing in my lifetime has been the challenge to the macho male. So I used to do a thing in the 80s, dressing up as a sort of extraordinary sort of baby, childlike, naive, with sort of pink ribbons and all that sort of thing. And I would just go into the street and just ask people to play, just in a kind of naive way. And these sort of football youth came through and shouting homophobic stuff at me. So I sort of pursued them, making fun of their macho jeering and all that sort of thing. Right. And I got into a bit of a they all cornered me and throttled me and started to beat me up. So that was the kind of edge that I kind of thought, well, that's dangerous edge to be on there.
So you literally suffered for your art on that day?
Oh, I did. I was terrified.
But you're here now today, safe and still keeping things going.
Yeah.
And helping to breed the next generation of provocateurs at Circumenia.
I hope so. I hope they go on to do lots of challenging work. It's a great way into doing original stuff if you don't conform to the norm,
Brilliant, fantastic. Well, thanks ever so much
for
this evening.
Good to see you. Yeah, good luck
with the rest of the show.
Yeah, great.
Let's go. Right, next we move on. So what we've got coming up for you next is a bit of modern theatre, the director of which, Paul Claydon, used to be in Deviate. Now, these guys have been going for a long time. They're one of my favourite physical theatre groups. This evening they're going to present us a piece called The Wallflower. So please, ladies and gentlemen, some polite applause for the wonderful Bureau of Random Acts. Awesome! The Bureau of Random Acts. How great was that? I'm sure we can all think of a meal that's ended in a way like that. So now, what we've got coming up for you, some high-impact, high-skill circus up in the sky. The wonderful Imogen McRae. Please, take it away.
Take it.
Imogen McRae, everybody. Wow, so many amazing acts here this evening. Now, the next act that's coming up tonight, as far as we're all aware, there is not a single person in the world that is doing the same tricks that this young man is. Now, you might have seen people ride along a slackline or a tight wire on a unicycle without the tyre so that they can ride along the groove. This young man does it with the tyre on. Ooh. So please, I'm literally so proud to have him here this evening. Let's make some noise for the wonderful Sam Goodburn. Sam Goodburn. As you can hear, what an incredible performer. What a guy. So lucky to have him here this evening. Now, he wouldn't have got there without experimenting. Now, ladies and gentlemen, circus is all about experimentation. And the chap we're about to see loves experimenting. So let's see what the wonderful Jonathan Priest has been up to. John?
Yes, sir?
Are the experiments going?
The experiments are going well. Well, I can say that they're going well in of themselves. Now, I could think about making experiments, and those would be experiments in thought. Well, I could say it like that, or I could say like this. Those are not experiments, okay? In the sense that instead of not being experiments, they are not experiments, and that's a misspelling. And that brings me to the question which is on everybody's lips, is how many pimples are there on a pound of pickled pork? Well, okay, I could, if I was thinking experimentally, for instance, I could take that pound of pickled pork and I could take one of those pimples and I could extrapolate it, experimentally speaking, into a spike. And then I could take that spike and extrapolate it out into a spear. And as we know, a spear could be used to spear the side of God himself. But if you are going to take a pound of pork and hang it on a tree and call it the boss, that's your lookout. Me, I would like to nail up other things like posters for lost kittens or something like that. Anyway, my point is this. I am coming down to thinking about language, and in a space where there is nothing to get my hands on, as a circus artist, I have to use language. So I'm working with a rope of language, you might say, and I am tying knots in it. That's the knot experiment, in case you didn't know, and that's looping back on itself and folding back on itself, so to speak, right? And I'm all about this idea of speaking circus. Okay, so if I'm thinking about working in language, you might say, oh, he's a word juggler. I'm not a word juggler, all right? I'm not that. You might say he's a word acrobat. Well, I'm not that either. It's not as simple as that, because if you think about it, if I'm working in language and I take the word acrobat and I ask that word acrobat to jump over the word word, then those two things can only exhibit wordness. It's just wordness jumping over itself, and that, my friends, is a loop. And so, instead of doing that, I want to talk about something else that is a loop. Okay, this is also, I want to talk about horse racing. And as we know, horse racing goes around in a big circle and it comes back to where it started. And people put money on it. Everybody likes a flutter, everybody likes a flicker. A flicker goes on and off, you might say. So basically what I'm suggesting is that something goes around and comes back to where it started is also a loop. All right. Now, it doesn't matter if you are lucky boy at 9 to 4 in the 2:30 at Chepstow, or whether you're butterfly girl at 16 to 1 in the 4:10 at Aintree. It doesn't matter. You're going around and coming right back where you started from. Okay. So I can say like this: a journey that doesn't go anywhere is a kind of trick. And now also the other thing we know about horse racing is the circus ring itself is delineated by the turning circle of a horse. So the circle in the circus, this is not a circle jerk, this is the work of a circle that goes around, if you understand me. This circle itself is a journey that doesn't go anywhere. And what happens within that journey that doesn't go anywhere? We see tricks. A trick is something, I would say, that goes against gravity, wouldn't you? And a circle, a ring in itself, is an essay about gravity. And why is that? Why is a trick that pushes against gravity in order to refute the authority of gravity over the body, why is that a trick? Well, it is a trick, and I'll tell you for why. Because gravity is an illusion. Gravity is an illusion of walking in a straight line through curved space-time. So if I jump up and down, I go up and down, and I feel the force of gravity, but gravity's not there. It's just me going round in an arc and coming back to where I started from. You see? It's a journey that goes nowhere. So the trick is a journey that goes nowhere. And the ring that surrounds it is a journey that goes nowhere. And so I'm thinking to myself, what is that jump? I can categorize that jump as something like the sentence, every spelling includes the letter E except the jump. Now in this sentence, the jump itself is being told to be transgressive, and it is. It's jump. It doesn't have a letter E. But what about if I think to myself, if circus itself, the circus trick, is something that always pushes against the thing that's restricting it, then circus itself might be restricting that trick. And so the trick would have to trick itself. And that is what I call a leap. And that is categorized by the sentence, every spelling includes the letter E except the leap. And in this sentence, the edict to defy is defied by the letter E in the word leap. And that leap is a trick against a trick. And I'm looking for tricks against tricks, and that is why I have assembled a circus troupe. I have assembled a circus troupe of subjects, and using past life regression, I have sent those subjects off into history to perform tricks, and I'm now standing here waiting for the results. Now, who are these subjects, you ask yourself? I shall tell you. These subjects are clowns. Now, every clown has a name, and my name in this is Placebo the Clown. Placebo the Clown, ladies and gentlemen. Now, that is that I appear exactly like a regular clown, only I am not funny.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we've got a real special treat for you now. A real dear friend of mine, lovely chap, the best magician I know. Hey, Darren, can you show us a little trick?
Yes, let's go. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
We all good? So, we're going to do a card trick. Okay, and you're going to help me take one out, anyone that you want. Sign your name on the face of the card, big letters. I'll look the other way. We good? No, yeah. Happy? Mm-hmm. One card like that? Yeah. Okay, to make this more difficult, I'm going to try it with more than one card, okay? Because card trick's a bit boring, so we'll try it with a few more of you. And draw. Anyone that you want. One for you. You in?
Yeah.
She's so excited. What for you? Interesting choice.
Yeah, why not? Right? Yeah.
Very good. Right, look at your cards, remember them. Okay, that's really, really important. I'll take them back one at a time. Okay, Jim, yours first. Lovely. Jazz, let's have yours back. Josh, all good? Very good. Actually, let's leave yours to the last. Happy? Daryl? Perfect. Parky, let's have yours back as well. All right. Now, whatever you do at this moment, do not forget your cards, okay? If you forget them, I'm going to be honest, the end of this trick is absolutely rubbish. I don't know why I look at you as I say that, Josh. You look like he was glazing over. I'm going to give them a couple of cuts. I'm going to give them a little bit of a shuffle. Gemma, I'm going to try and find your card first, okay? But before I do that, do you want me to make this really difficult?
Go difficult.
Really hard, yeah? Do me a favour, hold on to... No, you can hold on to those. Keep holding them for a second. Got 2 coins there. Pick one up for me. And place it on this eye. That's good. straight across. That's grand, and then the other way.
That looks really freaky.
That's nice. Thank you, man. Yeah, that's good. And there's a little like travel blindfold thing for sleeping. We're gonna put this on. Okay. And then there's some tinfoil. Do you want to wrap my head in tinfoil like 3-4 times? Okay. Yeah, that's good. Good. You good? Is that good? And is my hat still there? Yeah, that's probably important. We got to look suave.
Too ridiculous.
Right. So now it's made it considerably more difficult to find the cards from the pack because I can't see anything. Is that fair, Josh? You happy?
Yeah.
Good. You were very good at that, by the way.
Thank you. I've done it before.
Can I have the cards? Lovely. Are the cards like face down? Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay, perfect. So Gemma, I'm going to go for your card first. All I do is I'm going to count to 3, and then I want you to name your card out loud, nice and loud, so we can all hear. Yeah? Okay. So here we go. 1, 2, 3.
7 of clubs.
7 of clubs. It's not on the bottom.
No.
Good. And it's not on the top.
No.
Good. It's not like 50 more questions. It'd just be like really rubbish. Your card turns face up in the middle. I'll show you what I mean. I don't know if you can see, but if we go through, hopefully, tell me if you see, is there one card in the middle?
Yeah.
Yeah? Josh, you're going to have to help me here. Could you just direct me to where that card is with like one of my thumbs or something? Am I on the card?
You're on the card.
Is that the 7 of clubs? Right, perfect. You have one as well. Is it Jazz?
Yes. Yeah.
Jazz, what was the, actually let's try and do Jazz and Josh at the same time. Jazz, what was your card?
5 of spades.
And Josh?
4 of clubs.
5 of spades, 4 of clubs.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Should we get it?
Brilliant.
Amazing.
Oh, that's going really well. Okay, Parker, yours was the sign one, wasn't it? We're going to do that one last. Lady over here, I've forgotten your name.
Charlie?
Charlie? Charlie, can you do me a favour? Where are you? Where's your, give me a hand. Oh, how are you doing? All right. All I want you to do for me is kind of reach forward and can you take out a different card for me, please?
Yep.
Was that your card?
Oh my god.
Well, that's never worked before. No one is more impressed than me at the moment. Daryl?
Yep. Hey.
Did you have one?
I did, yeah.
All right, can you do me a favour, fella? Can you name me a, maybe name me a number between, I don't know, between 1 and 10? Out loud.
Let's go for 7. Lucky 7.
Lucky 7, where's your hand?
It's just here.
Lovely job. Is it palm upwards for me, mate?
You've got soft hands.
Thank you so much. You've got sweaty hands. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's the 7th card. What was your card?
It was the Jack of Hearts.
Do we get it?
I don't know. I can't
Oh,
see
sorry. Good.
it. Amazing.
That's all going well, isn't it?
It is.
It's almost like I've done this before. All right, Parker, you get a choice, all right? Do you want me to find your card the nice way or the disgusting way? Which way would you prefer?
They're really disgusting.
Good choice. I'm going to place the cards into my mouth, all right? Once they're in my mouth, name your card out loud. Make sense? Okay, here we go.
The 3 of spades.
It's not the card, Darren.
Not the card.
No.
One card folded up in the mouth. Has that got your name on it?
Oh my god!
Thank you very much. Good night. You've been great. You keep that this evening.
Amazing. Right, let's go this way and see what we've got up next.
love Juanita. I love Juanita. I love Juanita. I love Juanita. I love Juanita.
Amazing, Esther Fuse! Now, we've come to the really exciting part. This is where you at home get to support the amazing acts you've seen tonight. And it's really simple. All you have to do is click that donate button down there and pop us £1, £2, a £5, £10. Hey, I tell you what, if you give us 50 quid, I'll come over to your house and make you a cup of tea. So ladies and gentlemen, please, we've reached the finale of our show. We're going to leave it on a really beautiful thing. It's the amazing Elfwin Shipton.
Absolutely wonderful. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been Daryl J. Carrington. This has been The Warehouse. Please make some noise for your acts this evening. If you've enjoyed the show, please share it with your friends. Follow us on Twitter, #The Warehouse Project. Like us on Facebook. Thanks ever so much. Thanks for watching. Good night.